FromSoft nerds. Today we are playing through a game called Bloodborne. I am your host, Stretch, Prophet of the Unknown, as some call me. And I want to give a full disclaimer before we get officially started while this cutscene plays. I don't have a whole lot of editing software. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just giving it an honest go, and I figured I'd take this seriously for the first time. Really ever. And I'm going to upload a dear passion project to me. Anyway, so I apologize if the audio is shitty, and I apologize for the lack of editing and just overall crudeness and rawness of the video that you're going to see, or series if you will. With that disclaimer out of the way, in the spirit of Halloween coming up in about a month, I'm going to start this series of Bloodborne. A retrospective look. 4 years later, does this game still hold weight? What's the eyes of the 2019 gamer see this game as? You know, I mean, we got shit like Fallout 76 and Fallout 4 and all these fucked up, you know, games coming out that, you know, in their own right, I guess are okay. Sorry, I keep fucking with the mic. But the reality of it is, I personally still believe this. I mean, maybe this is through rose-tinted goggles, I don't know. But I still believe this to be one of the best games released on this generation. And I'm not the only one, obviously. But I figured, let's go through it again. Let's start a brand new character. Let's dive into this. And let's talk about the differences between video games now and the very fresh age in which this was released. So by now I'm guessing a lot of people have seen stuff on this game. And if you've never tried it and this is your first time or whatever, that's cool. I mean, most people have seen shit on this already. Hello. Oh, I should also mention I'm live streaming this. How's it going, one viewer? We are just getting ready to get started. That might be a buddy of mine. I'm not going to call him out right now. We're going to start a new game, though. I got my little cheat sheet. I'm ready to go.
Come to the right place.
I wish I could pause this, but I can't. Full disclaimer, I'm going to try not to ruin the few cutscenes there are in this series.
But there's an outsider like yourself to begin. Easy, with a bit of yarn and blood of your own. But first, you need a contract.
Okay, so this is obviously our creative character, creative player menu. I'm going to try not to spoil the story, but at the same time fill you in on the lore. That man simply wants us to fill out a contract to go hunt beasts. So let's go with something totally original here. Oh, see, I guess I'm a little dyslexic. I don't know what's happening right now. All right. From Doft. Yeah. Was that like Davi's cousin or something? That's subtle, huh? Let's go female. I don't usually make a lot of female characters. Okay. I don't care. Age. My last female character that I did make was really old, so let's make this one really young. If you're going to play this, it doesn't really matter where you start. So just pick whatever you're feeling. It depends on your build, I guess, but unless you get into the real big like subtleties of this game, it doesn't really matter. And we'll cover those later on. I'm not going to bombard anybody with that right now. Way too early. So let's go military veteran. That seems to be pretty like basic across the board, right? Well, I can do a boring strength skill build. I always go with skill. I'm not going to get all ridiculous on this playthrough, even though I'd like to. And that's good. So as you can see, we have a bunch of different stats there on the left. If you're new to these kind of games, you got vitality, which is your health. Endurance is your stamina. Strength, skill, those are probably pretty self-explanatory. Skill is more of like a dex speed type thing versus brute strength and punishment. Blood Tinge is kind of like magic with a twist, and then Arcane is basically straight out magic. So you already see there's not a lot of what do you call it, variety as far as like compared to the Dark Souls series, but with the blood gems and all that, there's a surprising amount of detail and variety. So let's finalize this contract. I know it doesn't really explain what everything does, but I'll just kind of explain it as I go. Shit. Small portable lantern. That thing's pretty useful, I guess. I mean, I don't use it, but if you're new, I could see why you'd want to. So yeah, I mean, already, as you can tell, like the graphics and everything, 2014 or 2015 when this came out, man, that was 4 years ago. We made leaps and bounds, but the graphics still hold. If there's an echo, I apologize. I'm probably sitting pretty close to the TV. I must admit, like I said, I'm using shabby equipment. You know, it's not good. But that's okay. I'm making it happen regardless. So he swears, don't worry about it. You know, so just think it's a bad dream. Not even fucking necessary to worry about what's going on. Just go out there and do it. So that's nice. I guess he took a beat from the old Nike playbook, huh? I mean, sure. Okay. And then we have this fucking guy. He is absolutely wonderful. I love these enemies. I know they get made fun of a lot, but they really are some of the best. So I think it's important to note that just like with most From Software games, if there's a tool you see, chances are you'll be able to use it. From what I've seen anyway, I don't know. I'm not the biggest professional in this game, but you know, I heard another YouTuber say that those guys are oddly cute. Like, they're so scary at first, and I'm not going to ruin it, but it's so disturbing and creepy. So here we are at Yusefka's clinic. By the way, side note, how the fuck is that pronounced Yusefka? I call bullshit, man. I call bullshit. There's no way that's pronounced Yusefka. Is that an I? Is that an L? I don't fucking know. I mean, I'm kind of blind, so I guess I've just not paid that much attention, but I always hear it pronounced Yusefka, and I'm like, whatever, you know. Okay, so the controls are pretty basic. You know, you got your standard attack buttons. Treat your L buttons kind of as your left hand and your R buttons as your right hand. R1 is obviously a right-handed attack. L1 will be left-handed. Alright, so you're supposed to die to this dude. So I guess I'll do that. But if you're like clever enough, you can sneak up behind him. I'm hoping I can whip his ass. We'll see. Come on, McBitch. Bam! That was some lucky fucking, what do you call it? Hitboxes. Hashtag hitboxes. So stupid. So we got some tutorials here on the floor. I believe, yeah. Triangle recovers your HP. It's the scourge of men. Alright, I'll praise that. By the way, that's a good time to bring that up, I guess. Good as any if you're new to From Software titles. That is pretty common. You can leave notes and shit on the floor, and other people can use them and find them and praise them or whatever. You know, it's a neat little system. That was a horrible way of explaining it, but yeah, you get the idea. So I'm gonna go through here, and let's open this very first door. I must add, the way that they open doors and shit is absolutely hilarious to me. I don't know why. Why are you opening it so slow, bro? I mean, you can't do it with a sense of urgency at all? Are you that creeped out? So this is a really cool little area in the game. Probably one of my favorite. I'm not going to spoil that either. You shall see. Alright, so we open the gate and we are in Central Yarnum. Got a creepy little hat on the ground. You're going to come down here. And, oh, there it is. Okay, so, full disclaimer on this as well. Probably not going to be 100%. I'm going to try to get as much as I can remember. And I got a little cheat sheet in front of me to help me. But that's about the extent of that. What up, buddy? I'm going to smack that booty. Oh, maybe I'm not. Because you will fuck me up. Go iframes. Go iframes. It's your birthday. Yeah, and from what I remember, starting a new game really sucks, man. These guys can really fuck you up if you're not careful. So we still haven't gone back to the Hunter's Dream. That's technically what you're supposed to do, but this is not going to be your typical walkthrough or playthrough or whatever, man. I'm going to play the game I always play it, the way I always play it. So these lamps take you back to the most important place in the game, your little hub world. Oh shit, he's coming after me, bro. He ain't having it. He's pissed. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and collect that item. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck you. Ah, no! Please, mister, don't burn me alive. Like, I'm supposed to die anyway. But I really would rather, like, not. Good luck getting me, you fuck. That's not usually how that goes. Like, they can knock you out of that. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because I played Dark Souls 3 a little too recently. Once again, I apologize for all the cringy shit that happens. I can't edit my soda drinks. So it's the Hunter's Dream. So yeah, I gotta say, in 2019, the visuals are still pretty impressive to me. I don't know, I could be wrong. But to me, it still looks really good. I mean, I could only stream this in high quality 720p. So I don't know, you know, but on my screen, it still looks pretty great. No, I ain't done a strength build. Let's just go total cheese mode. I haven't tried to rob myself of a fun experience in a really long time, so let's do it. The other weapons were more dex weapons. The threaded cane is like straight speed. Excuse me. Wow. And the saw spear is pretty much your perfect balance weapon. The hunter blunderbuss does more like spread damage. And it's kind of like harder hitting, but the hunter pistol is more direct and much easier to get parries, which I will be going over those too. So I'm going to grab that. And then I'm going to grab this notebook. That's what allows you to leave the little notes and whatnot. So,
You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gammon, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You get used to it.
I'll get everybody in this video motion sickness. Sorry, I'm fucking stupid. So that was the first little bit of dialogue. From Software is notorious for this. You can't just like talk to them once and expect to find any quests or anything. These games are really, as you can tell, it's probably why you're here, kind of ominous and ambiguous. So yeah, you kind of almost have to look up what to do. But yeah, you gotta talk to him multiple times. That was the point of that. My bad.
A workshop where hunters use blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find.
Okay, I know that was a creepy line. Ah, yeah, I got nothing.
This was once a workshop.
So, whenever you know you've exhausted his dialogue, he'll repeat his shit again. That's how you know. Once again, full disclaimer, I'm not going to go too deep into the lore on this series of videos, but I will touch on it here and there. This is Gehrman. He was the first hunter, and he is the inspiration, shall you say, to where we're at now. Not only in the terms of the world lore, but the literal place we're in, this hunter's dream. So this is his dream. A group of the ancient ones, if you will, kind of enslaved him here. So that's that. Here's some bath messengers. You can always buy shit here. Usually I just try to buy blood vials and quicksilver. That's like late game, obviously. Like, you just want to stay stocked whenever you go into new game pluses and shit, because it becomes really easy to, if you're a noob like me, it becomes really, really easy to die a lot. So now that we got that out the way, I got my weapons. We're gonna hit the, what's that, options. I always want to say start and select, man, and that's not it. I gotta get out of the old age. Okay, so hit your options button and it'll bring up this menu. The right or the left two squares are dedicated to your weapons, and the right two are dedicated to like secondaries. So I always usually keep a torch whenever we find that, and then my two weapons that I like to run with, even though I've only got one so far. Quick items are, you can put pretty much anything in here. In your first tab, whenever you open your main menu, your inventory menu, anything that's in your consumables you can put in there. Fun fact, whenever we get it, this, if you tap right on the touchpad, these personal effects, this is where I'd put all of my internet shit, which we'll get to that later as well. Probably the first time I get invaded or decide that I want to have somebody come in for a boss fight. So with that out of the way, let's go back to Central Yarnum, the place where people go to turn into beasts, including our actual rotting brains. It's really unbelievable. This game is it consumed me whenever I first started playing it, and it still has that same toxic effect. It's very intoxicating, is what I mean by that. It's almost like taking a drug or something. There's something to the way that they've done combat and everything that I find incredibly, it is a drug. I'm just going to be honest. Okay, so we're back here, only we are equipped. So this game's all about the jump scares and enemy placement. And once you figure out where every enemy's at, the game becomes significantly less difficult. Let's perform a backstab there. So this game doesn't tell you a lot of the mechanics. And backstabs are performed by holding R2 behind an enemy, and whenever they, fall down, you just visceral them with an R1. Not as easy to pull off as backstabs in Dark Souls, though, if you're coming from that world. So just keep that in mind. Shit, I forgot that these heavy weapons were so gnarly, bro. They're so slow. You can't, like, use them any quicker. Like, there's nothing you can do to improve speed. So if you, after you kind of murk those noobs, I always funnel these guys, at least in, like, early game up here. There's this really fun little cheat, too, where you can kind of spin to win, man. If you charge an R2, it'll just do this weird tornado, thing, where you don't even really have to have too much skill. You can just kind of hold it. I'm gonna fuck up a lot. I have not played as a strength build in so long, but this is what most people go for on their first playthrough. So although I said I wouldn't alter how I play, I will adjust for the audience, which there is none, but that's okay. Alright, so after you kind of kill those guys, you come down here, face your worst fucking nightmares! There is a shortcut down here. It just leads back to the first area where you drop the ladder. I'll show it. I won't be lazy. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, Might take a second for it to really... Wow. Oh shit, homeboy's about to get the best of me, yo. That would have been really ugly. I need to come back down here for an item anyway. So this is where we first started. The Yusefka's clinic is right back here. Through there. And speaking of, before we go over there and get that shit, let's go ahead and talk to Yusefka. Like I said, this will not be a 100% walkthrough, but I will cover pretty much all the main story and things you can get. Also taking notes from the guys that I really admire on this platform, like Epic Name Bro and Fighting Cowboy, and I'm gonna try to keep these episodes to under half an hour apiece. I'll probably make them very rapidly, but I'll try to keep them under a half hour apiece.
I am Yusefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please, this is all that I can do.
So notice the timidness in her voice. I shouldn't have to point out these things, but I'm just gonna notice. Just take note on what she sounds like.
Go, and good hunting.
So she just told us to get fucked.
But I have nothing more.
What do you mean, girl?
Try to understand.
Let me come in.
Only pray.
I'm trying to clap those cheeks. So stupid. Isn't that what the kids say these days? Whatever. So after she rejects you and tells you to go fuck off and just do your job, we're going to come back out here. Now you can do that all in the beginning. You can do all this shit in any order you want to pretty much, which is wonderful. So I'm going to come back here. And there's these two noobs over here, which if you're playing this and watching it to try to get an idea, I'm really sorry. You might have gotten owned by these guys. So we're just going to spin to win on their bitch asses. My very first playthrough, I swear to God, this is how I got through it. And yes, I did look up a little bit of walkthroughs. Nobody's too good for it. We all did. We got stuck on something. If anybody's like, oh, I never... Well, you know, I'm not saying I didn't use a walkthrough for the whole thing, because it's just boring if you do that, and I get that. But there were some things that was like, damn, dude. I'd see dudes using weapons and shit. It's like, hey, how do you get that? And I'd go look up how to fucking get it, man. Because it's so easy to miss so much stuff in this game. So we went back up the ladder even though we didn't have to. Hashtag stoner moment. Alright, we're going to go this way now. And I don't remember exactly what's up here, but it's an area that's worth exploring. Oh yeah, there's a little door that leads to nothing. So I don't know why these doors are even here. For just random NPC contact? So you don't feel as lonely? I don't know. Like, that's one thing Dark Souls really does over this game is at least pretty much all the NPCs feel meaningful. In this little area there's like half a dozen doors that there's nothing behind them. So yeah, like these little glowing red, orange lamps. You would think there'd be NPCs back there, but I mean there are technically, I guess, but not like we have come to expect an NPC today. I don't care. So notice my health bar and stamina bar. Every attack takes stamina, obviously. And if I lose health, and this is unique to Bloodborne, if I lose health, I can get a regen from taking health. So if somebody attacks me and I lose health, I can attack them and gain a little bit of that health back. So the more aggressive you are, the better it is to play. Hope that didn't scare you. God, they got me so bad the first time. I was just wearing headphones. And it was really loud, you know, obviously, because no person my age can listen to music at a reasonable volume. It was really loud, and yeah, both those guys scared the shit out of me. So we're going to keep going through. And this is the way I always take. Don't go straight for the mob, man, because they're going to fuck you up. It's that simple. Instead, kind of bait them back here, and then you can spin to win. Woo! Whoop. What's good, homie? Handle that wrath. What's up, buddies? How y'all doing tonight? Now, this is a really cheesy way to do this, but even, you know, somebody that's played through this a bunch, and I'm confident, I know where every enemy's at, dude, for the most part. I mean, obviously there's shit I can't remember. Because I smoke a lot of... Yeah. So, but even the most confident player, this area is still kind of tough, so don't feel bad. That's my point. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, it's hard enough, but even knowing some of the tricks, I still rely on the cheese. Smack. Smack that all on the floor. Smack that. Give me some more. Smack that. So I know I've been doing a lot of that spin to win right now, and not real proud of myself, not gonna lie. Smack, smack. Oh, hell no, bro. Trying to make a fool out of me. That's another great thing, though, the mob. Oh, shit. So if I quit talking like that, it's because it's an intense moment of stress. The one thing these games are good at, man, giving you amounts of stress that you could never fucking have otherwise. That's not true, I suppose. Things like, I don't know, family member dying, or not being able to pay rent, those things are pretty stressful. No, not when compared to this fucking video game that some random Japanese dude designed. No, it is stressful as hell, though, and that's part of why I like it, I guess. That's the endorphin rush, that drug thing. Really, bruh? It's all my fault. Since when? What did I do to deserve that, buddy? So I know I'm playing like trash, but... oh well. It's been a while. I had to reboot it up. Hey. Die. Die, slave being rat. I don't know what he says, but it's something absurd. Alright, so did I grab that little item over there? Alright, so I'm going to spoil a secret just to go ahead and get it out the way. Look at that, a secret in our first episode. Alright, so you see these suspiciously weird wooden objects in a world full of metal caskets? Well, to the observant eye, you realize, hey, you can break it down, there's a little thing. Yep. But make sure you kill these fuckers, because they jump out of their fucking cage really fast. They're kinda deadly. Hey buddy. At least this early in the game. Dogs are a nightmare in every fucking Miyazaki game, though. So this is a really important area. We're gonna come back here in a minute. Actually, that'll probably be next episode. I don't even know if I'm gonna get it to the... we're gonna try. I'm gonna try like hell, but we'll see. So, that's just a dog. He's just there. I think he's meant to sneak out. I don't remember. I think he's supposed to sneak up on you from over there. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and get this bastard too. So don't get confused. You don't have to do all this. Just know that I came down here for a... yeah, I'm not talking to you yet, bitch. So, just go up here and you'll notice... oh shit. What is this? Yeah, it's all really confusing if you've never done this before. But I promise you, two playthroughs and you'll be amazed at how small the map actually is. All the levels are very meticulously designed and I commend it. So that door can open. There's a guy right here, so don't let him freak you, if you will. And don't let Grandpa Saggy Nuts over here get you either. He's got a really ridiculous, It's like an AoE, but it's not, you know. I'll come back to that shit later. Just want to get the basic items there. But yeah, you go through that little area, and you go through the house. Just for shits and gigs, I'll take you to the rest. I'll show you where the other area went, but it's not for the faint of heart. So this actually goes back to another shortcut later on, and there's, you know, this isn't the only way to get here. This is probably just the safest way. What's up, bud? So that is a parry, my friends, and the way you do that is wait till right before they attack, and then as soon as the attack is right about to land on that ass, you hit your L2, and it just parries them, man. And then you follow it up with an R1, and it's a visceral attack. These big guys drop two blood vials apiece every time. So, and then that just leads back up here, leads back into the house. So, the house is right there. So this leads to one of the best. I mean, this is the opening cutscene, or damn it, shortcut. That's what I meant. This is the opening shortcut, really? Okay. So let's go ahead and talk to this dude while we're here. Right, you are, my friend. Okie dokie, so let's talk to him again.
Church controls all knowledge on blood administration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the eastern line lies a tiny Ephesian church known as the Cathedral Ward. Deep within the Cathedral Ward is the old grand cathedral. My birthplace, the Ephesian church, special blood. None of us can share much with outsiders. None of the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
One more time. Okay, so. Yep, that's it. Okay, so that is our friend Gilbert, I think. I can't remember his name. But that is our friend Gilbert. And he is a good man. Just trying to get along in this fucked up city. He came here just like us, seeking a cure of some kind, I suppose. So, in the spirit of wrapping this up, I'm gonna go ahead and run through. In case you didn't know, here's a little shortcut. Wow, that failed. Here's a little shortcut back down here, so we can run past all this shit again. It's amazing to note too. I'm gonna take a couple notes. The voice acting is still incredible. Some of the best of its kind, really. Oh, hello. Quicksilver's always good. So, yeah, the voice acting is still incredible, and for playing a silent protagonist, they really kind of nail. You know, it takes a fucking unique breed of game to be able to nail that, and to be able to make the NPCs like interesting enough and vivid enough to really have somebody that never says a word, and to have not any real cinematics throughout. There's the torch. Got some Molotovs, some blood vials. I mean, look at the design, the architecture, and just everything's still supreme. It's extremely stylized. Like, I get that it's not for everybody. There's some, we got a murder over here. Oh, see? Get it? Get it? Laughing coffins. Those never make me feel good about myself. They just make me feel like they're laughing at me. I mean, maybe that's my self-consciousness, you know, whatever. But they're always laughing at you, dude. They're looking at you like, hey, buddy, you think you stand a chance? This is Yarnum, yo. This is where people come to have their dreams just fade away. Or fully realized, I guess you could say. I mean, depending on what you're into, I suppose. So let's bring these fuckers over here. Come on, puppies. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. Come on, motherfuckers. Come away from the gun, motherfucker, because he is the biggest pain in my dick ever. Schmack. Okay. Womp womp. Okie dokie. Alright, this is where I'm going to equip my first. Because, yeah, did you hear that? That was fucking disturbing, dude. The sound design in this game is stupid, man. It's really good. So this is where a good shortcut comes in handy, but first, especially if you're new, man, don't even fight these fucking guys. It's not worth it. You're just gonna get fucked up, man. So just throw as many Molotovs as you can, and like that, problem fucking taken care of. Don't let this guy over here surprise you. Womp. Wow. There you go, bud. So this leads back into the house. Go ahead and kill these guys for dramatic effect. Boom. And these stairs take you right back down to where old man Rusty Sack and Mink Withers is. So yeah, see? Wonderful. So alternatively, if you already unlocked all those shortcuts, you can just come up through there, bait those guys into coming down here, and you can kind of cheese them. And it's like a mechanic in the game. That's another FromSoft quirk you got to get used to. FromSoft continuously puts things in games that don't look like they belong. They look like glitches or whatever, but they're actually there on purpose. They're there to show you that there are exploits in the game to use, and that's the very first one you see. So we're gonna go down here, and I'm gonna finish this episode, cap it off, and then whenever we come back, we are gonna be taking on something a little different, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't played the game. But we're... if I can not get fucking colossal fucked by this guy. Jeez. I almost got fucked by his big stone cock or whatever he's made out of. You know, I don't... It's probably just flesh. I can see it now. Look at that blood splash. So beautiful. Video games still aren't doing that properly. Look at that. That wasn't here before I came in and mucked this dude. None of that blood was here, man. All that came from these enemies. Maybe I just don't notice it in other games. I don't know. Anyways, for the one person watching right now, I will be back in a very short moment. I hope you guys enjoyed this first retrospective walkthrough. Like I said, I apologize for the crudeness and everything, and I won't discuss it again after this. But this is the first time I'm going to take it serious, so if anybody would like to throw out any kind of support, that'd be definitely awesome. Make me know to create a little bit more and show you guys some more of this Bloodborne content. Alright, on that note, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you the next time.